Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 5 Star Podcast. Another Friday, man. Where's this week going? Wow. So, start of November. Right. So, last week we discussed WWE games. Now, let's talk about recent WWE events that happened last week. I said I was going to review both Evolution, Women's Evolution, and Crown Jewel. So, I'll be honest with y'all. This is recorded before Crown Jewel. I didn't feel like going ahead and trying to explain everything in one episode. So I'm gonna just record 2 different times, but put them all together for one. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Big episode. But before we hop into the results and discussion, just quick reminder that if you go to blackstonelabs.com and enter code CarryGrow at checkout, I'll save you 20%. Sound like a good deal? I think it does to me. I hope y'all are having a good week. At the time of recording this, I've had better days. I'll be fully honest with y'all. So if I don't feel completely, or if I don't sound completely into it, I apologize. I am into it, just not completely into it as I'd like to be. Anyway, let's start off with Evolution. It happened on a Sunday, not this past Sunday, but the last week's Sunday. So, to start it off with, and I'll be honest, I was shocked whenever this match started everything off. Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickie James and Alicia Fox getting replaced with Alexa Bliss, who was at ringside. As I said, I was shocked that this was the opener. This maybe it was an opener because Alexa Bliss got hurt. I don't know. But I guess in a way it's kind of like the least hyped. No, actually, I think the Battle Royal might have been the least hyped. I don't know. Maybe they just needed a spot, right? The Battle Royal just needed a spot. But anyway, the match saw Trish Stratus and Lita defeat Mickie James and Alicia Fox. I think it was a good opener. And, of course, no wrestler's perfect, so there was a lot of spots. And obviously, Trish Stratus and Lita is going to be a little bit more rusty compared to Mickie James and Alicia Fox. But as I said, I do think it was a very good opener. Good pacing to it, in my opinion. Nothing too complicated to have to try to keep up with. Nothing like that at all. And I actually enjoyed it. So, thank you very much for that. Alright, so, the next match, scheduled for one fall, was Nia Jax and a lot of other women fighting in a battle royal to earn a future women's championship match. Does that it's not very specific whenever it's just like, they'll have a future women's championship match at some point. Not very specific. I think it was kind of just there to let the women get involved. In fact, to be honest with you all, I think this whole show was just there because they knew they were going to have Crown Jewel happening, and women aren't allowed to be there. So that's just what I think. I think this whole show is just one big, well, here's something to do. So the Battle Royal basically is what, this was almost like a joke of a match to a lot of people because it was just like, oh, the over-the-top rope, for you to do, Battle Royal, But the Battle Royal was actually pretty interesting. It was nice seeing wrestlers from the past, Ivory. Alundra Blaze finally having her return that she always wanted. Very, very good for her. I'm pretty sure she was excited, and I'm pretty sure she's ready for more action. And the match saw Nia Jax win by defeating Ember Moon. Was that the final two? Yeah, Ember Moon, okay. So there were a lot of, Battle Royal-ish. Battle Royal-ish. I'm going to say this was a lot better than Royal Rumble, because Royal Rumble, in my opinion, had too many women going under the rope and then just running back in instead of having them all in and some of them out. The majority of them would leave like 2 people in there and they'd just roll out. There was some spots that looked painful. If you know specifically, Zelina Vega and Tamina Snuka. Was that Zelina Vega? Okay. You know who I'm talking about whenever I say this, but I might have the people wrong. I'm sorry. Tamina looked like her nose got crushed in Zelina, if that's who it was. kind of landed face first-ish. I don't know. Tamina got a knee to the face, and Zelina just... Tamina, Zelina. Huh. Next up, to crown the Mae Young Classic winner, we had Toni Storm and Io Shirai. I might have that so wrong. Io? I don't know. I'll be honest with you guys, I did not keep up with the Mae Young Classic at all. I'm gonna be so hated on for this. I didn't keep up with that. I really didn't have much interest to me. I know, how are you a wrestling fan? It just didn't have no interest for me. But I did watch it, and it was very good. I do know who Toni Storm is. This is the first time I was introduced to Io Shirai. I'm just saying it like that because I don't want to like butcher it, even though I probably already did. I knew who Toni Storm was. The match saw Toni Storm defeat her, Io Shirai, to win the Mae Young Classic, which congratulations to her. I do know that there were some people that got hurt during the Mae Young Classic, and yeah. So this next match, this match I did not care for a lot. I didn't care much. Riot Squad versus Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya. Should have just threw them into the Battle Royal. I did not care for this match. Didn't really see any interest in it. As soon as I saw the entrances, I went go watch YouTube. I can't tell you much about this one. Just no interest. But still, it saw Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya defeat the Riot Squad, and what's new? Next up was a match this one's going to make people mad for sure. If they thought the Mae Young Classic was bad. Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane for the NXT Women's Championship. I didn't care for that one either. Yep. Shocking. It is very shocking. I can't invest into the characters. I don't like them. I'll be honest with you. I don't like a Japanese pirate. And I'm not a very huge fan of the whole MMA and into, wrestling. I'm not a big fan of that. Of course, Shayna Baszler, she does put her own twist into it, as the majority of people do, because they can't just do like MMA or boxing moves in a wrestling ring. They can't just keep them on the rope and just try to punch them. They understand that, but I can't get invested in that. Honestly, I could probably make a list of people that I'm not really invested to. I'm not a big fan of Sarah Logan either. I don't know. I know, that's awkward silence during that part, I know. But Shayna Baszler defeated Kairi Sane to become the new NXT Women's Champion. She's now 2-time. I can't say much about that match because I didn't watch. As I said, I just can't get invested between the MMA and wrestling characters at all. At least, Matt Riddle, he's kind of different. And Kairi Sane, I don't like it. Her character, I won't lie. Her elbow drop is kind of cool. I say kind of cool. I do think they probably say a lot more. She's overhyped in my opinion, from what I watched. I don't know. She doesn't impress me. I don't know. Whew, man. Allow the roastings to begin, man. I'm over a fire over here. Next, the match that I think completely stole the show. A last women's standing match for the Smackdown's Women's Championship between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. That was a good match. A lot of good stuff. Those two, as I said, stole the show. They were showing that these two, in my opinion, were able to show we could keep up with the men. We could keep up with them and what they do. 1 second. I had to get some water. It showed, hey, we could do a lot of crazy stuff too. If not, we could do better than what you could do. And that's what I believe they proved here. Especially the ending here. where Charlotte's up on the turnbuckle and Becky's like, eh, and just throws her down, and there was a lot of good stuff in there. That's a match that I definitely do recommend you watch, if anything, on here, along with Toni Storm and Io Shirai. Yeah, I think those two are the main matches you should definitely watch. And, of course, Becky Lynch won. And the main event that I also did not watch for the Raw's Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella. I didn't watch, not because of Ronda's character. I didn't watch because I had no interest. Ooh, sorry, that's my bad. I had no interest between the two. I mean, sure, there was some good smack talking moments. Very good. One moment, please. Very good talk between the two. Do not get me wrong, that was pretty entertaining. Hashtag John Cena's bedroom. But I don't know. I didn't feel anything was deemed, watchable from my standpoint of this match, at least. Of course, if I go on Twitter, gifs of or if you call them gifs, gifs of just of the match. But I mean, what else was this? So, really, in my opinion, though the two matches that I recommend the most was the Mae Young Classic Finals and the SmackDown Women's Championship match, the event wasn't bad. There was just a lot of matches that, I don't know, there was a lot of controversy because there wasn't enough build-up, which I agree, there wasn't enough build-up. This thing was hyped for months. Just not enough build-up. I mean, Trish Stratus and Lita, Mickie James, and with Alexa Bliss, they had some good build to that. I might have lost a little bit of interest where they just threw Alicia Fox in there. I don't know where she fell into any of this at all. Maybe I missed something, maybe. I don't know, sometimes I'll kind of just gaze away sometimes when watching wrestling sometimes, if it's something that's just like, I might have missed something. Maybe they were just like, alright, let's just put her in there. Nia Jax winning. One of my friends actually was just like, does Nia actually need the win? Like, does she actually? From the looks of it looks like we're just going to have a Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax match. I mean, yeah. Toni Storm and they did very good as well. Sasha Banks, Bayley. And then, by the way, I will give it, the Mae Young Classic, it doesn't need much storyline wise. The wrestling will speak for itself whenever it comes to tournaments and stuff like that. Battle Royal was kind of just there. As I said, it was just kind of there. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya and the Riot Squad, I had no interest in that. Sasha Banks, Bayley, they were a tag team. Let's put Natalya in it. Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane. As I said, I'm not much invested into it, but in NXT, they always end up building the matches very good, very well. So, I'll give it to them. I'm pretty sure there was enough build to make this a good hyped match. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, biggest match on there in my opinion. A lot of good build between the two. And then Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella, the build, it was there. At least they built something. Probably wasn't like a 5-star hotel, but it was at least an apartment complex. Well, overall, it's not that bad of an event, really. Especially if you are invested into a lot more of the matches. If you are invested in Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella, good for you. If you were a lot more into Shayna Baszler's character and Kairi Sane's character, then you know what, good. That's good for you. If you like Riot Squad, they fought. I mean, it's could have been built better. That's definitely something. Definitely could have got built better. a lot more, hype behind it. And, yeah. So overall, still check it out. If you haven't checked it out, just do so. I mean, it won't hurt you. It's not gonna make you feel sick to your stomach. There's no, at least for me while watching, nauseous moments. Maybe if I watched Ronda, I'll be honest. I don't know. Just couldn't get behind those matches that I couldn't watch. Just there was no reason for me to watch them, or just no reason. Just not my attention. So, the next part that you're going to be hearing is a review of Crown Jewel, which, before I even watch anything, I will say, probably not much interest going into that as well, seeing as it's mostly just consisted of a big tournament. Who knows? I could be proven wrong. So, I'll see you all there for the next part of this episode, podcast. 5-star. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. At least I'm back. Now, Crown Jewel had just finished for me. Crown Jewel has just finished for me. Like literally 2 minutes ago, maybe 2 minutes ago. What? Oh, okay. This. What more could I say? So anyway, I'm here to talk about the results in the matches that happened and who won and all that other good stuff. So I should add, I missed a few matches because I was out doing a job interview, and or I just simply did not feel like watching that part of the match or whatever. So, kickoff match. I didn't find it, no point really to watch this. We had Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev fight for the United States Championship. Oh, by the way, did I mention that the Crown Jewel was held at a undisclosed location? It's a location people forgot about. Not really. People did not forget. We're not stupid. Maybe to some people we are. Wrestling fans may not be the brightest people, but we're not the stupidest. So, this is a match that I did not watch because I know the build. Okay, kickoff shows are just promos that you're going to see later on before a match anyway. And then just one or two matches. For this case, it was one between Shinsuke and Rusev, and of course Shinsuke won. So I did not watch that. Then we had the host of the whole thing, the real American, Hulk Hogan. I could say some stuff on that. It'll make some people mad. Mainly concerning about people saying that he's an old racist. Why did you bring him back? And how funny was it that they put Real American out for his entrance? I didn't watch that. I read that he was returning. I didn't expect him to return as a host. But I guess the Saudis loved them some Hulk Hogans. You know what I'm saying? Hope so. So he is the host for this episode. Only came out once, though. Oh, my voice cracked. You heard that? He only came out once during this whole event. Just to be like, I'm here, brother. Shocker. I read that. You read everything on the internet. I really need to stop doing that. Anyway, the majority of these events was tournaments. That's the main attraction here. Is just the tournament to see who is the best in the world. So, first match up, Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton. And match was a good opener? Question mark. I don't know. Shinsuke and Rusev might be considered the opener to some. Rey and Randy are the opener, in my opinion. But it was a good match. Good. I enjoyed what I saw. It entertained me. And this match saw Rey Mysterio defeat Randy Orton, in which afterwards Randy Orton attacked Rey for being mad. I don't know what for. Why are you mad? And apparently Rey Mysterio had split a monitor with his head whenever Randy threw him on the table. So yeah. Then up next we had Jeff Hardy versus The Miz.
Now, I did not get to watch a lot of these matches, actually. I didn't get to watch this one, so I can't say anything about this one. So, the match saw The Miz defeat Jeff Hardy. So, congrats to him. That's the sound of my dog leaving my room. Then, we have Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. Did not watch either. Out busy. And that match saw Seth defeat Bobby. Then they had, and once again, I'll be honest with you guys, I came back during The Miz and Rey Mysterio, or as they have on this website, The Miz defeated Rey Mysterio. They misspelled Mysterio. So I didn't get to see Dolph Ziggler versus Kurt Angle. And then they had The Bar versus The New Day. Did not get to watch, but I came back from Miz and Rey Mysterio. But just to let y'all know, Seth Rollins defeated Bobby Lashley, Dolph Ziggler defeated Kurt Angle, and The Bar defeated The New Day. Hippity hip hoppity hippity hoo hoppity. Alright, stay hydrated. The Miz defeated Rey Mysterio. I came back in the middle of that match. Right in the middle of it. So whenever I came in, actually, The Miz had Rey Mysterio in an abdominal stretch, I believe. I think that's what it holds. He had him in an abdominal stretch. So from there, from what I saw, pretty good, I guess. And then we had Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins, in which Dolph Ziggler defeated Seth Rollins. Hippity hoo-ah, hippity hooay. Rematches. That's just rematches. That's all it's for. And then we have our WWE Championship match between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Also a match that we've seen a lot, but that match was pretty good for what it was, you know. This next match absolutely just... Oh, man, it did not make me a happy camper at all. The Universal Championship match between Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. I was not happy about this one at all. So the bell rings. There's Baron Corbin with the belt. You know, being like, hey, this is what it's for. Starts to leave. Hits Braun Strowman in back of the head with belt. Brock hits a couple F5s. No longer Suplex City. It's F5 City now. And just beated him. I don't want to go on anymore. I don't want to continue talking about that one. Then we go to the finals of the World Cup tournament to see who is the best wrestler in the world. They just said best in the world, that's all. They didn't say best wrestler, but I'm assuming that's what they're implying. Supposed to be Miz and Dolph Ziggler, which at the beginning, the ref's like, you know, McIntyre, get, bad dog, leave. And, yeah. So basically, Dolph's kind of distracted, so the Miz takes the opportunity. The bell never rung. And, so the Miz is beating down Dolph, you know, punching him. The ref's going like, hey, stop that. I didn't ring the bell. And, Dolph rolls outside, and the Miz, enters the ring, and he jumps off the apron. And, I guess he twisted his ankle, messed up his, locked his knee or something, and, ended up hurting himself. Which in response to that, Miz was telling referees, get! You know, I've never been injured. I'm gonna fight. I've never been injured. I've never done it. Never been injured. I think this means you're an unsafe worker now, Miz. You're gonna talk about Daniel Bryan getting hurt because of his moves? You just jumped off an apron and hurt your knee. Couldn't even compete. You've never been injured, though. Which is weird. Didn't he have a concussion at one point also from John Cena at WrestleMania? That's what I thought. So, the referee is just like, look, if you can't get in the ring, you're not fighting, boy. Not Dolph. Yeah, and then Dolph's just like, what's happening? What? Huh? What? And, so Shane's like, come on, you've got to get up. You've got to get up. we're not about to lose like this. This is the finals. So the referee goes up to the announcer, and she's like, Miz can't compete, Dolph wins. Ladies and gentlemen, and Shane just goes like, no, stop it right there. Talking to the referee, I'm going to compete. And the referee and the announcer keeps going. He goes up, he's like, shut up for a minute. So then the match automatically becomes Dolph Ziggler versus Shane McMahon. But before that happens, Baron Corbin goes bye-bye. Referee says, you need to go as well. And the match saw Shane McMahon defeat Dolph Ziggler, therefore making Shane McMahon a person who was not even supposed to be in the tournament, who was never advertised for the tournament, who did not even wrestle a single match in this whole thing, defeated Dolph Ziggler to become the World Cup winner, therefore also making him become the best in the world. Wow. So yeah, the boss's son won. I think I need a drink to that. Now this last one's pretty bumming. For a lot of it's weird, right? And the main event, by the way, is DX versus the Brothers of Destruction. It's weird to think that maybe about, let's see, about 6 or 7 years ago, right? That the roles were switched. You had Kane with no hair. Well, actually, I think he started wearing the mask at that time. Still crazy to think that at one point, Kane and Undertaker were both the bald ones. Except Undertaker had like a little mohawk, but still, they were considered the bald ones, and then Shawn Michaels and Triple H had the hair. Somehow, the roles switched. Kane has hair, but not really. Undertaker has hair, but Shawn Michaels and Triple H are bald. And I gotta say, I was not ready for Shawn Michaels' head. He should at least still wore the bandana, dude. I was just looking at it, and I was like in bald, bald, bald. Why? It was, Ooh. But the match was surprisingly good. Good spots. Or good stuff. Shawn Michaels hasn't really lost a step too bad. He was still able to go very good. He even hit a moonsault off of the top onto Undertaker and Kane, who lost his mask. Kane lost his mask during the match from getting punched too much, Ooh, oh no, I balled. I can't. Then my Wi-Fi acted up. I couldn't watch the end, but I come back to it to see that DX1, D-Generation X1, why did they do that? So, automatically, I don't know, man. The event could have been better. Really could. The results could have been better. I'll be fully honest with you. Right after Shane won it, I completely forgot that they still have DX versus DX versus Brothers of Destruction, man. I mean, I was like, what? And I was looking through the results, and it was like, up next, DX versus... Oh, I forgot about that! How dare me, first off. But I don't like... The result... Okay, so the matches weren't that bad. The results were just things I wasn't, wanting. And then the tournament, that's what basically just consumed this whole thing. It was based around the Best in the World Cup tournament, emerald colored ring skirts. I don't know. So, I've got to say, though, that Evolution wins. The Women's Evolution show outdone Crown Jewel. I will say, though, I'm surprised Renee Young was actually there at the event. So, you know what? good step forward. Very good. Something shocking. I was for some reason expecting her to still be in America, but like in a truck in a studio somewhere. But still, the women's pay-per-view did beat Crown Jewel in my opinion. The only questions that I do have though is what comes next for Brothers of Destruction. What comes next for DX? What comes next for Shawn Michaels in general? Was this just a one-time thing? Are we going to be seeing dream matches of the AJ Styles and the Shawn Michaels? What's going to be happening here? Hopefully we'll get answers for all that on this Monday at this time. By the way, this is recorded on the 2nd. Just to let y'all know, this is recorded on the 2nd. I record everything usually a week prior or on the week of its release. So this is the 2nd. We're going to see answers and stuff Monday my time. But by the time you see this, we're already going to know what's going to happen. I'll probably discuss it. Yeah. So that's probably the plan. I'm going to discuss maybe Raw and SmackDown, the aftermaths of it. I might do that for shows. Unless I have another topic that I want to change to for, the sake of entertaining. So, let me get one last bit of water. And go ahead and tell y'all thank you very much for listening, watching, searching the internet and just got bored. Just thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. Make sure to subscribe and keep up. This comes out every single Friday. Don't forget that. And I hope y'all enjoyed my review. I will see you all on the next one of the 5-Star Podcast.